Wolfpack. Today, I am back with yet another video. If you have not seen my last video, check it out, links in the description. It was a channel update video. So, if you watch that video, you'll see my channel's going in a different direction. But, that's something else. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel, follow me on everything, and we're going to get to today's video. We're going to be talking about Waverly Hills Sanatorium. If you have not heard of that place before, it is actually an insane asylum that was built a shit time ago, and then it went from an asylum to an old folks home that was finally shut down. The reason it was shut down is because horrible things happened there for both when it was a sanatorium and when it was a old folks home. So yeah. However, it is one of the most haunted places ever. A lot of those souls are pissed because they didn't get justice. And I'm going to be telling you the story of it today. It is going to be a creepy story. And I really like posting scary stuff. But yes, we're going to be talking about it today. And I really enjoy posting scary videos for you guys. So let's get to today's video. Waverly Hills Sanatorium sits on the land that was originally purchased by Mayor Thomas H. Hayes. In 1883, Major Hayes was in need of a school for his daughters to attend. So he started one-room schoolhouses that was located on Page Lane. He hired a woman named Lee Harris to teach at the school. Her love for tiny school and attention to her flawlessness for Scott Waverly Hills novels prompted her to name the little schoolhouse Waverly Hills School. Major Hayes liked the name and chose to name his property Waverly Hills. The board of Ward Hospital kept the name after purchasing the land and opening the sanatorium. Originally, Waverly Hills Sanatorium was a two-story frame building with a hipped roof and half timbering. Construction on this building began in 1908 and opened for business. On July 26, 1910, the building was designed to accommodate 40 to 50 fucking patients safely at the time. Was a very serious disease. People who were afflicted with were isolated from the general public and placed in an area where they could rest, stay calm, and have plenty of fresh air. Sanatoriums were built on high hills surrounded by peaceful woods to create a serene atmosphere to help patients recover. Oh yeah, I'm sure the woods didn't look creepy as hell. I mean, seriously, they would look fucking creepy. Tuberculosis, that's what it is. I'm such an idiot. Tuberculosis was becoming a pandemic. In the valley, Staten, Pleasure Ridge Park, and other parts of Jefferson County and Kentucky, a little TB clinic was filled with more than 140 people. And it was also obvious that much larger hospital was needed to treat those afflicted with the condition because tuberculosis was extremely contagious and the epidemic proportions those leaving them with could not be allowed to live and exist among the general population. It was not known at the time that tuberculosis was an airborne disease, which is true. At the time it was not known, but at least we know it now. Waverly Hills was a self-contained community, a city in itself, complete with its own zip code. Damn. It has its own post office, water treatment facility, grew its own fruits and vegetables, and on top of that, raised its own meat for slaughter. In other words, they raised animals to kill and then consume them. It mandated many of other necessaries of everyday life. Everyone at Waverly, patients, nurse, doctors, other employees, had to say goodbye to everything they knew on the outside world. Once you went Waverly Hills, you became a permanent resident on the hill. Oddly enough, despite the fact many patients received visits from loved ones on visiting day, when the visit was over, the visitors left Waverly, entered back into the community. The massive collage, damn it, fuck, I cannot, fuck it, Gothic style sanatorium that you see in 1926 photo above remains standing. Waverly Hills today, it could accommodate to 400 plus patients. Oh wait, I said the part. And could considered one of the most modern and well-equipped facilities at the time. Construction of the sanatorium began in March 1924, operated for business on October 17th, 1926. And the facility served as a tuberculosis hospital until 1961, when the discovery of the antibiotic that successfully treated the cure. TB reduced the facility, isolated, it was closed down and quarantined, then revolved in 1962 to building reopened as Waverly Heaven Medical Services, a fuck it, I can't pronounce some of these words. I'm gonna have to edit some of this out. Facility Wood Heaven Medical, working to restore an historical gem. Okay. A wondrous medical breakthrough in 1944 was the discovery of an antibiotic that successfully treated the cure of tuberculosis. Thousands would no longer have to die needlessly. Medical equipment slowly moved out. The hills gradually its patients, doctors, and loving care takers were gone but never forgot. Over the next few decades, Waverly Hills would fall into more dark times. Vandalized, damaged, nearly condemned, previous property owners had to no longer desire the luster of the building, and did little to stop people from slowly destroying her. It is sad that the place that played such vertical role during this period of history, medical discovery was not only over. It was not only over, but now disrespected. But in 2001, Waverly Hills Sanatorium was purchased by historical paranormal enthusiasts Charles and Tina Magicine. Science then there have been many changes and improvements to the buildings and surrounding property. Where am I now? Okay. Charles and Tina and the Waverly Hills Historical Society continues to work strenuously to devote their lives to restoring a historical gem that Waverly Hills to its once amazing splendor. Ouch. sure my mic's on. Waverly Hills Historical Society is a 501 I don't know what that means, non-profit organization dedicated to preserving and restoring Waverly Hills Sanatorium, the history of its past employees and patients, as well the indication of public and the history of TB, and the effects on the area. To learn more about historical. That was awful. That was the history of it. But like I said, a lot of people actually died. Not only when it was a fucking school, it died as a hospital. People died in the hospital. I believe they died in the school as well. They died when it was a fucking sanatorium. And on top of that, ever. The only time they don't die now is because you're only supposed to go in there for tours. It's nothing you can do in there. But yeah, and the tours are very expensive too, so there's that. I'm going to read 2 stories. These stories are from people who visited Waverly Hills, and if you want, I'll put a link in the description along with my other links of a couple videos you can watch to further your information on this place and let you know how terrifying it is. Okay, story 1. Before the investigation, I can't pronounce that name, sorry about that. Tuberculosis was basically a death sentence. Bodies had to be disposed somewhere, somehow, and staff didn't want to do it where patients could see. The solution was a body chute or tunnel that led from the hospital nearby railroad tracks from their motorization rail and cable system, lifted the cadavers into the train. Sorry about that. That would take them away. Society, see the Historical Society selection under about. I don't know how. It's just a fact. I swear I thought this was a story. So anyways, let's keep going. The second one. When people in the sanatorium died, you expect it to be tuberculosis patients, not healthy staff. Despite this, room 502 seemed to invite sadness, according to the local legend. The head nurse of room 502 was found hanging from a light fixture. This was believed to be suicide triggered by depression over unwanted pregnancy. Another nurse who also worked in room 502 jumped off the roof to her death. Who might have when people at the sanatorium died, you would oh shit. I'll have to start this one over. Edit it out. Sorry about that. Another nurse who worked at 502 jumped off the roof to her death. Who might have done it and why are unknown. Done it and why are unknown. So yeah, that is all the information I have on this video. If you want to see more of these videos, and I will try to pronunciate my words better in the future ones, sorry about that. Please like and subscribe. I will be doing more goth videos and scary videos and vlogs and shit, because I want y'all to know that there is a dark side to life. But even though there's a light side too, the dark side could be a little bit more entertaining, a little bit more, how you say, inviting into their story. So, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on everything, and links in the description for my last video, along with the other links I promised to put in. Thank you guys so much. Goodbye.